Hello friends. People have been researching for hundreds of years to find out the mystery of how ancient men made structures like the Taj Mahal or the pyramids were built. But there are some secluded structures in the world that were built in such an incredible place that makes people think today. In today's episode we are going to look at some of the installations whose solitary silence will not only fascinate you, it will make you think why and how the installations were made by people in such places hundreds or thousands of years ago. So friends, let's find out about some of these mysterious structures scattered around our world. Welcome to another new episode of T20 Mystery. Stay with us to know all the assorted news. Ethiopia's Chapel in the Sky. The Tigris region of Ethiopia is famous for its sandstone churches. And the most famous of these is Abuna Yamazaki. There is only one way to climb here and you have to walk up the hill like this. This church was founded in the 5th century. The 650-foot high church was named after its founder, Yamada. Many people believe that the motive behind choosing Yamada was to get closer to the heavenly spirit. But many believe that Yamada took this strategic step while hiding from the enemy. Whatever the case, there are ceiling frescoes and some goatskin Bibles that have survived for centuries. At present there are 20 priests and high-ranked priests who have been running it for 47 years. And they come and go every day here. These fearless worshippers reach this place by hiking for 2 hours. To get up here, the worshippers first have to take off their shoes and wash their feet. Pilgrims have to take a very dangerous road along the hillside to reach the church, and there is no chance of correcting a small mistake while walking here. Most secluded cabin. This is the most secluded cabin in Switzerland. It has been hidden from people for some unknown reason. No one knows where it is located or how to get there. However, Jen, a YouTuber, after 2 days of searching, found the place through a drone camera. Then Jen spends some amazing time here and exposes its beauty and privacy to the whole world. Chinese Hanging Monastery. We all know that China is one of the largest countries in the world and there are many people living there. And this country has this remarkable structure that was built in the 5th century, when the population of China was only 50 million, which is equal to the population of modern Spain. A monk named Liao decided to build such a structure, even though the vast area was almost uninhabited. This magnificent structure is located on a hill 40 to 60 kilometers southeast of the city of Datong in Shanxi province, which is a wonder of the present world. The monastery is the holiest of the 3 religions, and the 3 religions are Buddhism, Confucianism, and Taoism. And these idols are very sacred to all these believers. When you reach the top of it, you will go after a sphere puzzle. For ages the monks had built these poles on the cracks of the mountain, and through them people used to move here and there for about 1,500 years. However, after the 19th century, the ups and downs have become much easier here. Hermitage of San Colombo. It is located 3 kilometers from Trombellino, Rovereto, Italy. It is located on the very edge of the mountain and the height of this hut is 120 meters from the ground. The funny thing is this house was built to stay away from the noise of the city. And because it is far from the city on the edge of the mountain, it is completely noise-free. This incredible house was built 700 years ago and was named after the Irish saint, Columbanno. There is a legend among the locals that the saint killed a cursed dragon when he first came here, and that the dragon came to the mountain to kill the children in the area and the saint built this house to kill that dragon. The inhabitants of the valley returned to their old place in 1966 and converted the house into a church and opened it to the public. To get inside the structure you have to go through Leno Gorge, and then every Christmas you can enter here with a candle in hand. Pilgrims come here every year to pay their respects to that saint. Cliff Village, China. It is another village situated at the foot of a hill. The villagers are very happy to live here. The village is located at an altitude of 2,600 feet above the foot of the mountain and is located in the province of Shenzhen in China. The only way for the people of this isolated village to communicate with the outside world is through these 17 ladders made of cane. These ladders are stuck steeply along the hill. There is nothing to catch on these ladders while climbing the mountain. And so you can say that it is a completely unprotected system, which is very dangerous in the rainy season and in the morning fog, whereas 2 days a week these children travel to school on this ladder. Because there is a boarding school in the city at the foot of the hill. And it takes 90 minutes to go down the stairs and down the mountain, and it takes 2 hours to go up the mountain. Many people have faced danger while climbing this dangerous ladder, so a few years ago there was a lot of criticism about this village in China. Since then the China government has been creating a modern means of mountaineering, and it is slowly becoming a popular tourist spot in China, this lifting villagers out of poverty. Holy Trinity Monastery. It is located in Kolumboka, central Greece. Originally it was a row of installations located on Machadar, and Machadar in Greek means suspended in air. The monastery is the oldest of the 6 famous moths that still stand in glory, and is frequented by visitors. Unbelievably, this structure was built on the top of a 1,300 feet rock mountain in 1876. Initially, the only way to get here was to use a mesh ladder, but now it is much easier to climb. Now you can reach the entrance of this incredible installation by crossing only 140 steps. There are some historical treasures and many valuable manuscripts, although much of it was stolen during World War II. The site has even been listed as a UNESCO World Top Heritage Site. Kotsky Pillar. You can see this installation at a height of 130 feet from the mountains of Georgia. The locals consider it a pillar of life. For a long time no one tried to get up here, so nobody knew about this place at that time. However, everything changed in 1944, and between 1999 and 2009, as a lot of research was done on the installation. And from this research, it is known that this installation was established in the early part of the Middle Ages. Georgia has been converted to Christianity since the 4th century, so the church was built as a church in Georgia in the 7th century. The church had a monk for 20 consecutive years. And that monk believed he didn't need anyone else. He will worship God alone. And according to his beliefs, women are not allowed to enter this church. Solvi Hut. This small hut on the top of the mountain looks very unrealistic. It is the tallest hut in the world with a height of 4,003 meters. It is currently owned by the Alpine Club, although it cannot be used without an emergency. It was built in 1918. For the first time in 50 years, someone was stayed here during climb this mountain. It has a 10-bedroom and radio signals so that trapped mountaineers can communicate when needed. The name Solb comes from the name of Ernest Solb, a Belgian chemist and industrialist who began construction of the hut in 1904 for 20,000 francs. All the raw materials used in the construction of the building were raised on the mountain by means of cables. Willing Mountains. These 2 temples in China are located at the very top of the mountain and you have to go through the clouds to reach it. Fengjingsun is located on the highest mountain peak in the cooling province of Wiling Mountain in the province of China, at 8,000 feet above sea level. It is thought to have been formed between 2 million and 65 million years ago. For hundreds of years it has been hidden from human sight, but today it is one of the holiest places of pilgrimage for Buddhists. In 2012, the site was ranked 13th in China as a UNESCO National Heritage Site. Hope you like the video. Please share it, and if you like to watch such type of mystery, thriller, uncommon and interesting videos, subscribe to T20 Mystery Channel now and press the bell icon next to it. Be safe and fine until the next video come. Thanks.